But this makes no sense. From the perspective of the relationship she had with her best player. She is a development coach. Look, do I think Reese Witherspoon is the long-term coach if this team is looking to win? No.
What would you do if your coach told you to take steroids? That's the wild situation Angel Reese says she ended up in. According to her, it was all her coach Teresa Weatherspoon's idea. But here's the thing, Reese is 22. Shouldn't she have known better? The consequences she's facing are no joke. We're not talking about a minor penalty. Reese is staring down a lifetime ban from the WNBA. That's extreme. Usually, players caught using steroids get suspended for maybe 20 games. So why did the league come down so hard on her? Stick around, we've got the inside scoop on what made Reese's case so different. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks. Remember when Angel Reese was dominating at LSU? She was a force, breaking records left and right. Everyone expected her to light up the WNBA. The Chicago Sky drafted her 7th overall, and fans were pumped. They thought she was the next big thing. But once the season kicked off, it felt like we were watching a completely different player. Reese just wasn't the same. Her shooting was way off, like the rim had a personal vendetta against her. In her first 10 games, she only hit double digits in half of them. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark was putting on a show. She shattered rookie records, scoring a jaw-dropping 761 points in her debut season. That's not just impressive, it's historic. Clark stepped onto the WNBA court and basically said, "This is my league now." All this pressure started piling up on Reese, fast. Fans went from quiet doubts to loud criticism. People began asking, was Angel Reese overhyped? Did we all get caught up in her college stardom and miss the signs? It's a harsh reality, but that's pro sports for you. One moment you're a rising star. The next, you're questioning if you even belong.
Does not want to run the offense to the actual good big they've got, which is Camila Cardoso. Really and truly, she gets rebounds and block shots. I mean, she is the total package on this team.
But here's the thing, Reese wasn't struggling in isolation. The entire Chicago Sky squad was feeling the pressure. Early in the season, they were sitting on a 3-5 record. That's not just a bad start. That's emergency team meeting territory. Coach Teresa Weatherspoon wasn't sugarcoating anything either. She publicly said the team needed to get their emotions under control. When your coach starts calling out the team's attitude, you know things are spiraling. Reese wasn't just having trouble making shots, she was also collecting technical fouls, and she even got ejected from a game. It felt like everything that could possibly go wrong was happening all at once. Her dream of WNBA stardom? It was quickly morphing into a nightmare. And just when it looked like she'd already hit rock bottom, the real bombshell dropped. How does a player go from college icon to WNBA exile in under a year? The answer is even more shocking than anyone expected. You know what's worse than slumping on the court? Watching your entire career go up in flames because of one reckless off-court decision. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to Angel Reese.
Seems to have the priority to make sure Angel Reese gets all of these touches. Teresa Weatherspoon, or Witherspoon, whatever it is, you're withering away as a team. And I guess her fandom, her famedom continues.
Just as fans were beginning to question whether Angel Reese was all hype, rumors started swirling. And this time, it was about something way more serious than poor shooting. We're talking performance-enhancing drugs. At first, it was just whispers, side glances, quiet locker room chatter. But in pro sports, secrets don't stay buried for long. It wasn't long before the WNBA launched a full-scale investigation into Reese's alleged steroid use. Imagine being in her shoes. One moment, you're living your dream. The next, it's unraveling right before your eyes. Of course, Reese denied everything. She claimed innocence, said she'd never do something like that. But the evidence kept mounting, and fast. It was like watching a slow-motion car crash. You want to look away, but you can't. The investigation uncovered some serious red flags, failed drug tests, questionable medical records, and more. But then, it took a turn no one saw coming. It didn't stop with Reese. The deeper the league dug, the more shocking the truth became. And what they found? Straight out of a sports scandal film. Reese allegedly wasn't acting alone. Her coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, a WNBA legend turned head coach, was accused of supplying the steroids herself. Yeah, you heard that right. A Hall of Famer helping a rookie cheat the system.
Spoon cares more about Angel getting double-doubles than winning. That's the only explanation. Teresa Weatherspoon is an incompetent coach. Another game where Angel Reese is second on the team in field goal attempts while Camilla outscores her with less attempts.
Talk about a plot twist. The WNBA didn't hold back once everything came to light. They didn't hand down a slap on the wrist or a short suspension. They dropped the hammer on Angel Reese. We're talking about a lifetime ban. That's it. Game over. Career done. No second chances. No comeback season. Not even a see you in a few years. At just 22 years old, Reese went from being the next big star to a complete persona non grata in professional women's basketball. And this wasn't just about losing her spot on a roster, this was the total collapse of her public image. All the accolades, the LSU championship, the college records, now they are all stained by scandal. Fans who once screamed her name are now shaking their heads in disbelief. It's a fall from grace so sudden and so severe, it'll give you whiplash. But while the world watched Reese's career crumble, something even bigger was brewing behind the scenes. Because here's the real shocker. What could possibly drive a respected WNBA coach to risk it all? The answer? A twisted mix of loyalty, betrayal, and a decision that would send shockwaves through the entire league. Because this wasn't just about a rookie making a mistake. The real headline? A WNBA legend, Teresa Weatherspoon, was allegedly in on it. That's right. One of the most respected names in the game, not just caught up in the scandal, but at the center of it.
Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in sports, and when nobody believes in you, you had a tough job. I'm heartbroken. I'm literally lost for words what this woman meant to me in such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person that believed in me.
Teresa Weatherspoon, a WNBA icon and head coach of the Chicago Sky, wasn't just supposed to be mentoring Angel Reese. She was allegedly helping her cheat the system. Let that sink in. Weatherspoon, a 5-time All-Star and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, was meant to guide Reese through the rough waters of her rookie season. Instead, she was reportedly supplying her with performance-enhancing drugs, like they were just bottles of Gatorade. It's like your math teacher slipping you the answers during an exam. Except this exam, it could end your career.
To say nobody believed in her is a bit of a strange one, but at the same time, look, I'd say nobody probably believed in her quite as much as Teresa Weatherspoon did, in the capacity that I need them, but I've always believed everyone in your life for a reason and a season, you were the best.
The investigation didn't just show that Weatherspoon knew about Reese's steroid use, it went way deeper. Turns out, she wasn't just aware, she was actively involved. We're talking about a Hall of Famer, someone who's supposed to be a role model, a leader, a standard bearer for the game. But instead of setting an example, she was allegedly setting her players up to fail. It's like discovering your favorite superhero is actually the villain, a total betrayal that shakes everything you thought you knew.
But this makes no sense. From the perspective of the relationship she had with her best player, she is a development coach. Look, do I think Teresa Weatherspoon is the long-term coach if this team is looking to win? No.
Think about it. Teresa Weatherspoon had everything: a legendary career, the respect of both fans and players, and a bright future in coaching. And she threw it all away, for what? A struggling rookie? It's like she completely forgot the values and lessons from her 20-year career, choosing instead to take a shortcut that led straight off a cliff. And the Chicago Sky? They didn't hesitate. As soon as the truth came out, they fired Weatherspoon on the spot, faster than you can say steroids. Just like that, her coaching career was done. And her once proud legacy? Tainted forever.
This Chicago Sky team is going to be the 10th best team in the WNBA next year. When the time comes, you fire the development coach and you bring in the championship coach. That time is not now. So, in what was an absolutely crazy scenario, Teresa Weatherspoon just got fired.
All of this because one coach failed to guide a rookie the right way. And while Angel Reese's fall from grace was stunning, Weatherspoon's collapse is even more dramatic. What happened here doesn't just affect two individuals, it's shaking the very foundation of the WNBA. This is a league that spent years fighting for respect, recognition, and visibility. Slowly but surely, they've been gaining ground. And now, a steroid scandal involving a rookie superstar and a legendary coach just slammed on the brakes, hard. It's like the WNBA took 2 steps forward, then tumbled down a flight of stairs. Think Reese and Weatherspoon are the only ones feeling the heat? Think again. This scandal is a wrecking ball crashing through the league's carefully built image. Fans are asking tough questions. Sponsors are getting nervous. The league's future? Hanging in the balance. The WNBA has worked tirelessly to gain legitimacy in a crowded sports landscape. And now, it's like they've hit a wall, head first. This isn't a minor bump in the road. It's a full-blown crisis threatening to undo years of hard work. Imagine being a fan. You've cheered for these players, bought the jerseys, paid for tickets, and then BAM. You find out one of the biggest rising stars is using steroids, and a legendary coach helped her do it. That makes you wonder, is this just one case? Or is there more we don't know about? Is this just the tip of the iceberg? And it's not just the fans. Sponsors, the lifeblood of league revenue, are now watching nervously. Some are already rethinking their investments, wondering if associating with the WNBA is now a liability instead of an asset. Inside the league, things are no better. The players are divided. Some are speaking up in defense of Reese, arguing she made a mistake and deserves a second chance. Others aren't so forgiving. They say she's damaged the league's credibility, possibly beyond repair. The tension? Teammates turning on teammates. Friends divided. Locker rooms split. And let's not forget about the Chicago Sky. Once seen as a playoff threat, they are now a complete mess. Their season has imploded, and they've become the laughingstock of the WNBA. It's like they've gone from title contenders to the lead role in a sports tragedy. The WNBA knows it can't just brush this under the rug. They are going all in, stricter drug testing, harsher penalties, and a zero-tolerance approach to violations. This isn't just a fix, it's a full-on reset. They are trying to scare players straight and rebuild trust, fast. So, what's the takeaway from this Angel Reese debacle? It's a wake-up call, not just for the WNBA, but for all of professional sports. A young star threw it all away. A respected coach crossed a line. And now, a league is scrambling to hold everything together. The WNBA is at a crossroads. They can let this scandal drag them down, or they can use it to spark real, lasting change. Stronger systems, smarter rookie support, and a league that refuses to let this happen again. One thing's for sure, women's basketball will never be the same. But maybe, just maybe, that's not a bad thing. Sometimes it takes a shake-up to build something stronger. Now it's up to the WNBA to prove they are ready. Let's see if they can rise from this.